think that's just how this works. Personally, I think Whitlock says a lot of disgusting things. I think he just says a lot of disgusting things. I think he's interesting. I think I kind of like hate watching him at times because he's interesting, but he says a lot of disgusting things. I think Stephen A is a, at times, and I think he's been said a WWE character. Like at times he says things and he's a performer as well. I think real journalism and all the other stuff and blah blah blah, and I think to me I never got past that part of it. That's the most fascinating. Like now these guys are embracing YouTube beef, embracing the silliness, embracing all the other stuff that brings you clicks and views. To just shows you we're all out here trying to make money. All right, shout out to those guys. All right, let's get serious. Top 10 relievers in MLB. Season starts tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Orioles as well. So who are the top 10 relief pitchers? The closer in MLB. All right. So who is going to be on the top 10 list this year as well? Bit of a changing of the thing. Bit of a change of the guard. I think this is always evolving. I think you're always seeing guys go up and down and relievers go up and down. And last year we had Emmanuel Clase who's really got issues down on the list. We'll see. But it's guys' roles change. Guy like Robert Suarez not even in the ninth inning. So interesting. Just for this. And if I was a player, this would be the one position I would want. The ninth inning guy, the closer. I love closers as well. Devin Williams for the Mets. Number 10. Mets. This will be interesting to see how he does because I think he's been a bit up and down. I think overall he's been really, really good for a long time as well. But he's going to get the ball for the ninth inning in the Mets. He wasn't particularly good last year, despite the fact he had 18 saves. But most of his career, he has been really good. 1.25 the year before. 14 saves the year before, 26, and he had like 36. So not a closer for a long time, but I think he's a flamethrower, absolute flamethrower for the Mets. I think he's definitely got the lineup to actually do well. So I think the Mets, are going to got a real gem with this guy. I think he bounces back in a big way. I think all the tools are there as well. They did lose, obviously, if he's in the ninth inning, that means Diaz is no longer there. We'll get to that as well. Carlos Estevez for the Kansas City Royals. So this guy's top shelf. I think teams just really don't know it. Again, another guy, flamethrower. Not great this spring. So there's that. So I think there's a little bit of a concern there. But I think his last couple of years he's been really good. 31 saves a couple of years ago, 2023 for the Angels as well. Played with the Phillies, then really didn't close. Then the year before that, 20 plus saves again with the Angels, 42 last year with Kansas City. I think this guy is a stud. Definitely a guy who's going to get whipped 1.06. Crazy. Only gave up 18 earned runs all season last year in 67 games pitched. So he's a rock star. He's a rock star for sure. As well. Yes, Aroldis Chapman is on the list. That is right, because he was fantastic last year. Here's a guy, look, it's funny. Like, he came in the league, and he was big claim to fame that he could throw 100 miles an hour, right? And now we got a bunch of guys that could throw 100 miles an hour, but he still can do it. I thought it really was a good resurgence for him last year. 32 saves, 1.17 ERA, 38 years old. So shout out to him, man. $18 million are going to go ahead and give him. He only gave up 8 earned runs all last year. This is his world. This is what he does. Close it out in the ninth inning. He's pitched for several different teams. I thought he was good for the Red Sox last year. They did the right move re-signing him. I think he's going to be good till he actually hangs up the cleats. Chapman, I think, has always found a way a lot of times. Rafael Iglesias for the Braves. So I think this is fascinating. I'm not sure that I would have even have done this, but they are starting him in the ninth inning instead of Robert Suarez. Interesting that now you can do that when you have two. Now you could say that this is strategic in a lot of ways to make the team better. 29 saves last year, 3.21 ERA. That's kind of where he is. That's the only kind of thing with him. He's like what you kind of envision in some ways. You hand him the ball, he's good, but he's not great all the time. His ERA to me always kind of seems to me a scotch higher than you want a really good closer to be. That's just me. His ERA is kind of like I had a high 2, a 3 several times, even though he obviously gets a lot of saves. But I'm looking at his stats here. It's like he was at 195 one year, but 275, 404. Yeah, just I get it. But for the most part, on a good Braves team, he's going to be very dominant. I think definitely top 7. Duran for the Phillies as well. This is definitely what the doctor ordered for the Phils as well. So you look at their Achilles heel the last couple years before they actually acquired Duran at the deadline. What was wrong with the Phillies? They didn't have any guy in the ninth inning. They had Craig Kimbrell. They tried that as well. They got a guy here who had over 30 saves last year, like 32 saves last year, 23 and 27, 28 years old. Absolutely electric stuff for them. He's on a good team. I don't see any reason why this guy can't get 40 plus saves. I think as good as the Phillies are going to be as well. So this is absolutely what the doctor ordered, getting Durant for the Phillies. I think he's number 6 as well. Andres Munoz as well is moving up the list. Munoz has just been getting better and better. A guy who really is made for this gig. 9th inning guy. Absolutely a guy who's flamethrower the last couple of years, really came into his own last year. Look at the progression of the last few years. ERA 294, 2023, 24, 212 last year, 173, 13 saves, then 22 saves, then 38 saves. I think the Mariners have gotten better. I think the Mariners are, if you watch our preseason predictions video, I think the Mariners might be the best team in the American League along with the Yankees. And I think they got a guy at the 9th inning where you're not going to get much. 12 earned runs all year in 64 starts, in 64 appearances. He's going to throw at 100. I think he's fantastic. Andres Munoz, number 5 as well. Number 4, Cade Smith of the Guardians. Look, I don't know what happened with Emmanuel Clase in terms of all that stuff off the field. I know this. They had their next closer already in house when he got there. Cade Smith is a stud. 191 ERA, a little bit worse last year. 16 saves. I think his time is now. I think he's definitely going to be one of these guys that's going to be a closer for many, many years. Even like with some slippage last year, like he's still like ERA under 3, throws about 100 miles an hour, right around there. Very tough to hit off of. Very tough to hit off of. Cade Smith, number 4. Number 3, Josh Hader. I have him here. I know. He's hurt. He's not going to start. And I think that's probably the concern why he's not higher, because he has had some injury issues in the last recent years here where Hader really hasn't been able to pitch the way he has been before with the injury issues as well. But he's fantastic. I'm not concerned about him. He is getting a little bit older, so he's 31 now as well. But his stuff just moves. The ball just moves. Got excellent movement as well. Had some dips down in production too, I think as well. I think he's been either the best closer in baseball or he struggled some at times. And I think it's mostly, because of the injuries and all that is other. From Maryland, though. But Josh Hader, I think, is fantastic. I still have him at number 3. I think he's really good. Number 2, Edwin Diaz. Here's a guy who really bounced back last year. First of all, that's Edwin Diaz, best closer entrance, not Ricky Vaughn, with Tommy Tune. I hope they do it justice out in Los Angeles like they did New York last year. So, bit of a struggle, though, last couple of years for him. Got hurt, I think, at a World Baseball Classic. I think it was a couple of years ago as well. 2023, so he missed all 2023, came back in 2024, struggled a bit. It's actually moved out of the closer role for a bit. Came back last year, and he looked like more like the guy we saw before the injury last year. 62 innings, 62 games pitched, 12 earned runs all season long, 6 wins, 28 saves, 1.63 ERA. Guy's a flamethrower, to say the least. I mean, I think this guy, Diaz, it was very close for me. And going to the Dodgers, I think you talk about the Phillies, this is the doctor's orders. What didn't the Dodgers have last year? What's the one thing they needed? Was a closer. They had Suzuki doing that, but during the World Series, he struggled a little bit. They kind of went away from that. They will not be going away from Edwin Diaz, as good as he is. I think it's like that. And I think this is one of my favorite players, if not my favorite non-Oriole in all of baseball, next to Bryce Harper and Schwarber. Oh, baby, Mason Miller. This guy is going to be unhittable, period, like a lot of nights. He throws it 100 and it moves. Not just the heater, everything. Just dances. Saw it even in the World Baseball Classic. Fools umps because the ball moves so much. Great spin on his ball, everything. One thing the Padres have is a guy in the 9th inning. I really think this wasn't a great decision for the A's to get rid of him. But oh baby, Mason Miller, I think in the 9th inning. There you go. Number 1 as well. All right.